Thrisdak, a small, peaceful country full of life and prosperity. However, a shadow looms over, threatening to swallow the country into darkness. Monsters creep and townsfolk cower in fear ever since the great beast came. Will you, fellow adventurers, rise to the challenge, journeying through the lands to slay the great beast? Welcome to the Heroes of Thrisdak, a 3-player, card-based mini-RPG where you, as classic fantasy adventurers, draw events from a random deck of cards as you journey across the land to slay a great evil. Have you ever wanted to get into Dungeons & Dragons but it seemed too complicated? There's so many numbers and stats to keep track of. Also, whether it be creating player characters and backstories, or as a game master, creating encounters and NPCs, preparing for the game takes a lot of work. Heroes of Thrisdak aims to give players a similar but simplified experience without the prep time or complicated stats. It aims to immerse players in a fantasy world and give them a small taste of what tabletop RPGs like D&D have to offer. Not just the fighting monsters and saving people aspects, but the collaboration, the banter between players, the lucky or unlucky dice rolls where you swear that the monsters are targeting a certain player.
This is Heroes of Thrisdak, a $25 cooperative mini-RPG game. Now let's open the box to see what's inside. For each set of game, you will get a manual giving instructions of how to play the game, a game board where your adventure happens. You will get different kinds of cards, which are 7 cards of different classes, 19 unique adventure cards, including 2 intro cards, 15 normal adventure cards, and 2 ending cards. Last but foremost, you will get 32 encounter cards. That's really a lot. Since this is a cooperative game, you will get 3 health bars for you and your companions, and correspondingly 3 enemy health bars for monsters you are going to encounter. Also, you will get 9 markers. These markers will work with health bars to make life much easier. Oh, you will also get some dices. This game uses D6 and D4, and in the package you can find 4 D6 and 3 D4. Don't lose them. Alright, everything is taken out of the box. Now set up the game with your friends, and you are good to go.
Now it's time for us to meet the characters. The wild mage, whose magic is powerful but untamed and dangerous. Next up, the caring cleric, who strives to protect and heal no matter what. Following up next is the relentless warrior, who fights with undying strength and courage. Up ahead, we have the sneaky assassin, who waits in the shadows and strikes with deadly precision, followed by the holy knight, who will smite their foes with the help from their deity. Up next is the strategic alchemist, who concocts deadly potions for their enemies. And rounding it out to boot is this tricksy jester, whose chaotic fighting style is wild and unpredictable. Who will you pick? The choice is yours to take. The decision is yours to make. As your party travels across the land, draw adventure cards to determine what you encounter. Sometimes you'll find people who want to help you or rare items. Other times you'll come across monsters of treacherous landscapes, all threatening to kill you. Bum bum bum! Sorry.
Fight monsters by rolling dice to do damage. Be careful, monsters can fight back by rolling a die that determines if/who they hit. Sometimes your group will need to choose what to do next. Do you trust the shady strangers looking for a deal, or do you attack? Do you go for the dangerous shortcut, or take the seemingly safer, longer route? Choose wisely.
When adventuring, you'll have the chance to find interesting loot. Maybe you'll find a red necklace of vines that seems to shift with sentience, or maybe you'll create a set of daggers from the teeth of a slain wyvern. Equip your party with magical items to help you on your journey. Maybe then you'll be prepared to slay the great beast that looms over the land. And that's the Heroes of Thrisdak, the collaborative, introductory mini-RPG where you use a randomized deck of cards as a GM. Find treasure, slay monsters, save the world, and curse the dice gods for your bad luck. We're hoping to continue with this project, adding more cards, more encounters, more items, and more bosses. Thank you for your time.